I think that the biggest mystery about this film is exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to end the movie and exactly where it will bring our characters and what kind of adventures they will be going on after the events of this current trilogy. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, today, I wanted to really focus on both characters, Kylo Ren and Rey. Two of the most interesting characters in Episode 9 that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing exactly what happens to them. You know, what is going to be the fate of both Kylo Ren and Rey by the end of this movie. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with one of the ending sequences of the third act of the film, including Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver. Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver are set to shoot a sequence for one of the final scenes in the third act of the film. It's said to be filmed at Cardington, and the shoot will last a total of 2 days. It's described that they are to act and appear to be injured on the ground in front of the Falcon, while exchanging dialogue about their true emotions. It's said that this takes place after the major lightsaber duel between the two, as well as the speeder chase sequence. Many extras will play as Resistance fighters and pirates that come to the location where Rey is. It's described that Rey called for backup and was stalling for time. Daisy will be instructed to act in a scene with Adam, in which she will express that actually she will be going through different phases of switching sides and leaving with Ben Solo on the Falcon. It's described that the extras playing the Resistance fighters will have their blasters aimed at both Rey and Kylo. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are really getting me very excited about this movie. Now, we heard about this these past couple of days, that Ben Solo and Rey, of course, would have moments on the Millennium Falcon exactly at that point in time. Now, this is most definitely the sequence before that actual moment in which both Ben and Rey go on board of the Millennium Falcon. And honestly, it's rather poetic for Ben to go on there because we do know that if you look at The Force Awakens, he does seem a little bit sorry for what he did to his father, right? And if you go into Episode 8, that seems to actually be diminished. And now in Episode 9, the actual Falcon itself is the only thing left of his father. So it only makes sense for him to cling to that part of his father's life. So when we look at Episode 9, it seems as though that J.J. Abrams is really trying to create an emotional moment between both Ben Solo, Rey, and of course the Resistance, creating a small conflict here. Now, there will be extras that will be dressed as Resistance fighters, raising their blasters at both Rey and Kylo Ren, alright? So at both Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver. Now, you can tell that this is going to be a very big conflict between both light and dark, and exactly what defines being on the light side of the Force or the dark side, or what it means to fight for something. So, the Resistance basically, they're feeling betrayed that Rey is actually going to leave with Ben Solo, from what it seems here, from the sequence that they will be acting in for the next 2 days, give or take, over at Cardington. Now, the thing is this. We do know that this takes place after the lightsaber duel sequence and after the speeder chase. In case you guys did not know, there will be a sequence in this movie in which Kylo Ren will be chasing Rey on, of course, a speeder. So we're going to get a speeder chase in the film, hence creating a parallel to that of the Endor sequence in which they are actually chasing the scouts, you know, Luke and Leia. So, as far as this one goes, I'm very interested. Is this a major hint and or indicator of Kylo Ren's redemption arc actually being a thing in this movie? I would have to say absolutely. I think that it seems like that they're gonna give us that Ben-demption, if you will. But I think there's gonna be a twist to it. I think that there's gonna be a catch to it all. I don't believe that these are the last couple of frames of this movie. However, it's going to lead up to that. Now, this is, of course, one of the final scenes at the very end of the third act of the movie. You know, think about, you know, Luke Skywalker fighting Darth Vader. You know, that close to the ending of the film. So when we look at Episode 9, we do know that a lot of surprises are coming our way. Now, would Kylo Ren's redemption arc necessarily be a surprise to you guys? Or would that be way too obvious and pretty much, you know, too similar to what we saw at the very end of Return of the Jedi? Like I say, I think that what we're going to get is we're going to get a different scenario to what we got in Return of the Jedi, where we do get a redemption arc for Kylo Ren, most likely, and he will live on alive and well, where Rey, the actual hero of the film, may very well perish. You know, like I have always said, it's kind of like saying Luke Skywalker, if he died in Return of the Jedi, and Darth Vader as a light side user lived on. So, what do you guys think about all of this? Because the whole entire concept of the Resistance fighters and the pirates actually going up to Rey and Ben Solo, aiming their blasters at them before they board the Falcon and leave the Falcon, tells us that they feel betrayed, that Rey betrayed them and took away Ben Solo, and that she believes that Ben is going to turn to the light. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.